Hi, I'm Bruno River. I'm working as a Db2 GIE, Global IBM Expert, for Origina. I practiced Db2 for years. I think my first strong project with Db2 was in 1999. And I've been deeply involved on technical work on Db2, including data warehouse, special extenders, specific high availability configurations. I mean, really, I've seen a lot of those modules. So I thought I was ready to be an expert. And when I arrived in Origina, I met other kind of expert, because my experience was more like a developer one initially, an integrator. But I met with other GIEs. Some had been developing Db2. And so you think you're a strong expert and you have this guy. That was very interesting. I mean, on an expert side, to have this kind of people with such skills. So they build it. They knew, they knew how it works. They knew how to solve any problems with it. Many situations they suffers from are underperformance, subperformance, where usually it comes from not having test in-house, or having unplanned changes, unreported changes. Sometimes you also have stability problems. And sometimes you have specific setups that they are pretty tough to handle, like those for high availability. We have clusters and things like that. So this is the kind of situations mainly involves me on tickets for Origina. Initially, when I met Origina, I was thinking like, my customers are paying way too much for the support because they don't even use it really. So it was more like a license part, but not support. Clearly, the way we're delivering support now may have values that I was not getting before. So my customers are using large databases and are able to use us to get that set up and ready, including all these weird services like availability I was talking about. So that's something interesting as well for me as an expert to be able to talk with other experts from Origina. So you're always backed because I know most of it, but sometimes you have some specific modules you never heard enough to be an expert on. And you have someone behind you at Origina who will be able to deliver the skills for it. So this allows some confidence on supporting tickets, whatever it is. Is the very first technical contacts with the team we will work with later on. What I'm doing is I try to identify how mature is a customer. Does he handle change management correctly? Is he able to notify us before the change happens so we can take the bullet? Also, I try to make them ready to be supported. For example, in Db2, you have specific counters, specific values that you must get from the instance, from the database instance, to be able to support, because you will be able at this time to read exactly what the engine is doing. But those kind of reports are not that easy to achieve. And I'm trying to explain how to achieve that. And I'm doing some blank testing, which means if an issue arises, they'll be ready to send me the perfect report for me to help them. And that's something initially was tough, because we don't have issue, we don't need you. But when you have an issue, and that's something very important in the onboarding process, because it's prepare good answers for the later on. It's the most difficult part later on. And this is a kind of sessions that they will never get anywhere else, and allows them to understand that the skills are maybe not in the integration team they're having currently. So they're allowing us to help them define the right way. That's something which is really appreciated, in fact, by the customers I have been doing that with. In fact, the Meet the Experts is always something new for them. They never had this kind of opportunity. So on the onboarding process is an opportunity to explain that. But we have also those customer success managers who are available to help the customer to use us. One day, they will open a Meet the Expert session with us, arguing, discussing, understanding a situation they will have, and so we will address their troubles before they happen. Yeah, for an high availability configuration, they were wondering of the right situation, the right configuration they should go on, and they were on a roadmap to go to a cloud hosting. So that was also something to account for before answering. I think it was very profitable for the customer to set that up with us, because they were able to set up a high availability platform and to follow the roadmap to the cloud next to it. This was an unexpected bonus that the customer gets from us.